Frank Curzio here, doing this live video from my house, from poolside, if you want to see it. Yes, my nice little pool, my two dogs hanging out. But I wanted to really update you guys because I've been doing a lot of research over the weekend, a ton of research. And right now, there's really no plan in place. I mean, the plan is either we're going to have a lockdown or we don't have a lockdown, let people go back to work. This is a big problem because there's no way that a lockdown, we could end this at the end of April, even the end of May, and then come back and not expect the coronavirus to continue to spread or another outbreak. We're seeing that in China right now. They reopen their theaters, they close their theaters. A lot of my contacts saying that it's very tough to go back to work right now, no matter what they're reporting. And the reason why I was thinking about this, and this is one where, my mom was sick for 4.5 months. It was they botched a hernia surgery. She went septic twice. She almost passed away twice. Strongest person I know. It's amazing. She's doing okay, but she also has diabetes and COPD. So, she cannot get this right. She's older. She's in her 70s. With that said, just it's important that I say that from where I'm coming from here is we're gonna have to let people go back to work soon. Uh, if we look at our lockdown currently, if you're looking where it's going to last to the end of April, uh, what's going to happen when they open up baseball season again? What's happen when they have sports, right? Whether it's they miss a couple of months of the baseball season, right? They're probably not going to have the NBA. If one person gets a coronavirus, what's going to happen? They're going to shut down baseball again. So you either have to lock us down for another 4 months to be safe, or you're going to let people go back to work. And it's getting to the point where I'm seeing it. I don't know if you guys have seen it a lot, but I'm in Florida. I'm on the Georgia border, and I'm originally from New York. I have Florida plates. I've been here for 10 years, but they're stopping New Yorkers from coming in, and people with license plate in New York, they're like calling the cops on them. And I mean, it's getting much more frustrating for people to stay home. There's certain businesses that are open here, certain businesses that are closed, and the people who are open, the people who are closed are getting mad at them. So when I look at this whole thing, what's going to happen? It's either we're going to have to let people go back to work within a month and a half. We just cannot shut the economy that long. People don't understand what this means. We have every company's not going to pay rent, and then you have Simon Properties, which is the biggest mall owners. You have Thomas Centers. You have just just all the REITs that own these places. If they're not going to get rent, then they're going to have to lay off employees, and they're going to come down tremendously in their stock prices. They're loaded with debt. A lot of this is not factored in yet. The high yielding market is not bailed out at all. Small caps, 30% of the Rust 2000 companies have not reported profits yet, which is pretty scary. You have never reported profits. These are companies that are leveraged and they have high yielding debt, and that's not getting bailed out at all by the government. So what's going to happen to those small caps, those small businesses? I know there's programs in place, but still, the unemployment rate's going to skyrocket. We're going to see at least 30 million people, 30 million people unemployed. These numbers are going to skyrocket, and really to keep everyone home for 2 to 3 months, it's just not the solution. It can't work, and it's not going to work. So there's going to be a push for people to go back to work, older people to stay home. To me, that's the only solution. Or the other solution is to really keep the lockdown in place for another 3 months. Because as those cases keep going up, you have another 2 weeks to wait, and then another 2 weeks. Again, this is going to continue to spread. What does that mean? It means if we have a lockdown for longer than 2 months, right now where the market is, we're pricing in that in 2 months from now, everything's going to be absolutely perfect. Everyone's going to go to Disney parks. Everyone's going to go to theaters. Everyone's going to have fun. That's where we're pricing it right now, where the stock market is. I know it's down 25%, which is insane because business is going to change forever. You're not going to see tons of people go back to restaurants. You're not going to see tons of people hop on flights anymore. The whole travel industry, this is disruptive. This is a change in people's attitudes and their feelings. And that takes a long time to get over. And it's not going to take a couple of months. So even when this does get back on track, you're not going to see profits. You're not going to see businesses go back to normal. So again, still telling all my clients to be patient. We're going to find some. I am finding lots of ideas that are not so much coronavirus related that are going to do very, very well in this market, and also a couple of biotech names that I'm going to be sharing with my subscribers. So very exciting stuff for both of my newsletters. But I just wanted to report to you guys. I've been doing these live videos every single day. Let me know what you think. FrankCurzioResearch.com. That's Frank at CurzioResearch.com, and I'll report back to you guys soon. Take care.